What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Alpha Gaming Channel. My name's AJ Gels. How y'all doing? We've got about another hour to go here with the Game Awards 2019. I'm trying to think, what is my current score at? I'm at 4 for 10 right now. Honestly, not bad. I mean, usually by this point in the show, I'm usually way off. But I've gotten strategy game, music, and multiplayer all right with Fire Emblem Three Houses, Death Stranding, and Apex Legends, all those in the order of which, in strategy, music, and multiplayer. Art direction, I hedged my bet with Control and Death Stranding, with Control winning art, and action, I hedged with Devil May Cry 5 or Call of Duty, and Devil May Cry 5 won Best Action. So we still got, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 more categories that I made a prediction in to go. I think what we left off the show with was the Ghost of Tsushima full reveal. We now know that that game's coming out in summer of 2020. My guess would be August. But again, total guess. I think that about covers all the big stuff from the last video. So let's keep going.
The Game Awards Orchestra. Let's give it up for our incredible conductor tonight, Max Arouge of the Game Awards Orchestra. They'll be back later for an incredible montage celebrating our Game of the Year nominees, and Game of the Year will be presented by some very special guests, surprise guests, so stay tuned for that. But right now, we've got another world premiere, a look at Gears Tactics. Check it out.
Okay, I've actually been really interested in this. It looks like an XCOM style game in the Gears of War universe.
They came for us. They invaded every part of our world. So, we did the only thing we could. We set the world on fire. Now my war begins against the monster that created these monsters.
Summon the beast! Crush them!
And it's time to go hunting.
Don't go gentle. Bring it, shitheads. Come see what my newest creation thinks of your little plan.
Just like we planned it.
Yeah, I'm sold 100%. I'm in. I mean, I talked about this with a game that we saw in the last video. Weird West hits all the notes for me. Gears of War. Look, as much as the new, how to put this, I love the original trilogy of games. I think those were amazing. Gears of War Judgment was good for what it was. It was more of an arcade style multiplayer shooter, in my opinion. And I guess you could kind of say the same thing about 4, but I think 4 had a really great setup, introduction to new characters, because sort of the next generation of things. And 5 in the very beginning was interesting. I still had some issues with it, but as we kept going and going into that game, I got more and more disappointed. And with the way it ended, that game ended was just god awful. Honestly, I think I can't remember what I scored Gears 5 by the end. I think I might have actually even gone as far to give it a 6 out of 10 instead of a 7. But honestly, I mean, as long as I can make an engaging story here, it looks like we're going to be getting away from Marcus's story. It's going to be something entirely new with a new cast of characters. Again, I love the tactical combat. I still love how they're keeping it kind of Gears, watch the head explode after hitting him with the long shot and stuff like that. It still looks Gears, but I love this sort of XCOM style combat. I think that this could be really cool. I mean, again, if you want to say, well, it's an XCOM ripoff, okay, sure. I'm not going to deny that it is, but so is, well, I guess Phoenix Point is technically made by the creator of the original XCOM. Although I've been watching some gameplay of it, and that game looks really cool. But a lot of games have really kind of ripped off that sort of gameplay style that XCOM has made super popular. And if anybody wants to say Fire Emblem and Final Fantasy Tactics and all those, they did it first or whatever. Actually, I'm not really sure what originated that sort of tactic, sort of grid-based style combat. Either way, XCOM is the big known game in this sort of style of gameplay. So I'm sure that's what's going to be said. It's just an XCOM ripoff. I'm still completely on board with this game. I'm stoked. And that trailer just made me even more excited.
All right, let's turn back to Twitch. We asked Twitch to predict the winner for the best ongoing game category, and they chose Final Fantasy XIV. We will find out when we present that award in a little bit just who wins. All right, we've also got more game announcements still to go on the way. A performance that's going to rock the house by Green Day.
Sadly, I can't show that.
For best game direction and, of course, game of the year. Right now, here's a world premiere of a brand new game from a team in China. It's a multiplayer melee combat game that you're seeing for the first time. Here is Naraka Bladepoint.
Like I said, obviously I can't show the Green Day performance, but if you want to see it, link to the video is in the description. Kind of getting a feeling that I'm trying to think what game this reminds me of. Kind of reminds me of oh god damn it! It's that multiplayer combat Absolver, I think was what it was called.
Now that we've covered flying, let's talk about giant angels. Not to be confused with bird people. Bird people are their own thing. Play Magic the Gathering Arena. Download.
All right, thank you. Magic the Gathering Online.
How many years?
All right, yeah, I'm gonna skip through these ads. What was I saying? Yeah, it reminds me a lot of Absolver, I think was the game. That's interesting. All right, I think we're gonna get ongoing game.
Please welcome Sydney Goodman.
I'm here to present the award for Best Ongoing Game, recognizing that we keep playing our favorite games year after year and acknowledging the teams that keep these massively popular franchises fresh with new content, more experiences, and evolving ways to play. Here are the nominees.
Yeah, again, this is another one that I've got Apex in. Though I've got a feeling, now that I really think about it, and well, I mean, it's a little easier now that I've seen the show, seeing that they didn't wrap in ongoing with best multiplayer game, I've got a feeling it's going to be, might actually be Final Fantasy XIV or Fortnite. The reason I say that, usually with categories like these that are kind of similar, it would say, winner of best multiplayer game, Apex Legends has also won blah 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 blah.
And the Game Award for Best Ongoing Game goes to Fortnite.
Yeah. Yeah, like a god damn that haircut. Sorry, what was I saying? Yeah, like nothing against Fortnite. No, it's like I said. I had a feeling once Apex won multiplayer and they didn't say that it also won best ongoing. I'm not surprised I got that one wrong.
Amazing, thank you. So, like last year, we represent just like the teeniest portion of the now over 1,000 people who work to make Fortnite something that is incredible every single day. And, you know, we're just so humbled constantly to have the opportunity to even make something like Fortnite. It's incredible. I think that, you know, as I was saying earlier, right, like this idea that we need to lean into what a persistent virtual place can be. And the more that we're trying to experiment with stuff and try different things, we're finding more and more that our goal is to try to create a metaverse, to create a place, right, where all IP can live together, where all kinds of experiences can happen, where we can create a thing that is totally new, a totally new emergent type of media, really. And
this coming from the people who basically took the idea of PUBG and applied it to Fortnite. Because again, I still remember the day when Fortnite was pitched as something else. Wasn't it like some sort of, it kind of, the art style and everything reminded me of what, like Sunset Overdrive, but you were fighting zombies and making, like building small little bases. It was kind of like a horde mode against zombies. I remember something like that, and it being called Fortnite, and then PUBG got super popular, and then Fortnite. Oh, we're a battle royale now. And look, am I saying that Fortnite ripped off PUBG? No. I'm just saying he's acting like, oh, this has never been seen before. Well, there were games before you that were doing this battle royale thing, and since you, everything's got a battle royale. Like it's just kind of like, okay, stop jacking off in front of a audience of people. If anybody wants to say, well, that's some disgusting imagery, I mean, it's just something I see a lot. It's just, it kind of seems like you're going, oh, look, we're doing something so incredibly special. Again, everyone's got a battle royale. Look, yes, you were the first one to get super popular, and I respect. Well, again, PUBG got super popular, but again, you know what I'm saying, and I respect that. I'm not trying to diminish what they accomplished. I'm just saying, don't act like you're some A, wholly original, and B, like you're the only ones who are doing it. And again, it's also what he's saying kind of scares me of this whole, oh, this virtual place where all these IPs can come together, and you're not, and you know, it scares me for two reasons. One, and I know that I'm usually not one of those people who says, oh, all interaction needs to be done in person and everything. I think as a society, yes, we are losing that sort of in-person interaction, and you know, I know I'm part of the, I guess, problem in quotes, because I spend a majority of my day online doing stuff over the internet. I mean, you know, I am autistic. I do have a lot of social anxiety and just general anxiety. If you can't tell from my stutter, the way I talk and everything, that I have a lot of anxiety and a lot of just stuff wrong up in my brain. But yeah, there's something about in-person communication that's being lost nowadays, and this focus on just the way he's talking about the digital space, kind of like what a Second Life was supposed to be, where you have like a digital avatar running through a digital world talking to people. Just, yeah, something about that always kind of, you know, it's like the machines are taking over. Kind of freaks me out. What was the other thing? Oh, right. It also makes me scared for this industry. Everybody talking about these multiplayer games and all this stuff. I'm like, I'm not saying we're going to lose single-player games in the next year, but the more and more I keep seeing single-player games kind of taking a backseat to these sort of half-assed games-as-service style games, it really makes me nervous, man. I mean, for every Jedi Fallen Order, for every Death Stranding, for every Plague Tale Innocence, we're getting 3 or 4 Ghost Recon Breakpoints. Yeah, Ubisoft, you're kind of a culprit in this, making so many of them. But yeah, it makes me nervous, man. I don't know how else to say it, and I know this is, I'm being kind of glum. I'll try and get more upbeat, but there's just something about what he said that just kind of sounded like metal scraping against metal in my brain. It just freaked me out. There's something else I wanted to joke about, but I can't remember. Let's just keep going.
We are so inspired by everything you're doing. I'm just blown away by what we see here tonight. It's truly astounding and incredible. Thank you for all the work you do. Thank you for all the people who play Fortnite, who come up to all of us all the time and give us your incredible ideas and your feedback, and we just can't wait to keep making more. I'd be remiss if I didn't take one little personal note to thank my wife, my daughter, my family, my party people. We love you. Thank you so much.
See you guys Saturday.
Oh, I do remember the thing I wanted to say. If you want to see engaging multiplayer, that sort of shared world experience or whatever, the way that Death Stranding has done it, although I do have to laugh because there are people who are trolling other people in Death Stranding. They're like leaving vehicles on roads to block people from using them, and just basically players fucking with other players. I believe Kojima Productions has said that they're working on a fix for that, but it makes me chuckle. Or not chuckle. The situation of players trolling other people with cars, that's funny to me because I'm an asshole. But no, it's back on point. I'm sorry. What Kojima did with Death Stranding and the way he kind of did that shared world and the way he did that shared world and everything in Death Stranding, I think that's the way that's the future. I think that's the way you do these kind of shared world multiplayer games. It's a single player experience that you can experience that is influenced by other people. You know, I hate to use Death Stranding's whole connection thing, but again, it is something that kind of connects us all throughout all these games. It is something that's really interesting. It's a really neat way to do multiplayer, in my opinion, but still able to maintain that single player sort of style of game. It's the best of both worlds. There we go. That's how I'm gonna put it. At least in my opinion. So sorry to get all serious there for a little bit. It's just, I don't know. You know me. I like to just talk about whatever's on my brain.
Worked on Max Payne, Quantum Break,
Okay.
Armor 3, World of Tanks, and
You were going strong until that last two.
What the fuck?
Client called. Intel is located.
Okay, thanks, Jane.
But the competition is sending their teams.
As expected. Let's get this job done.
Interesting.
There you go. That's 9 to 5, and I'm here with Red Hill Games CEO Matthias. Matthias, great to have you with us. What is 9 to 5? What can we expect?
Thank you, Jeff. Glad to be here. 9 to 5 is a new first-person tactical shooter. It's set in a world where corporations rule everything, and being a mercenary is just another job. Now, a lot of modern shooters can be a little bit chaotic, and that's kind of what makes 9 to 5 special. We really put a lot of focus on the strategic gameplay of the team and playing together and, making your changes in your tactics from round to round. And obviously, all that triumphs over brute force at the end.
All right, well, when can we expect to hear more? Next year, or?
So 2020, we're launching the alpha, but you can actually sign up today at 9to5.game. So go ahead, enjoy, and download.
All right, a little bit of a tease. 9 to 5. All right, thanks very much.
Looks cool. Again, just a more multiplayer schlock to me.
In the category of esports game of the year, the nominees are Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Dota 2, Fortnite, League of Legends, and Overwatch.
I don't have a pick in this category, but if you know me, I always go with Counter-Strike.
League of Legends. Congratulations to Ryan.
Honestly, a little surprised it wasn't Fortnite.
For the best VR AR game, those
don't have a pick.
Are Asgard's Wrath, Blood and Truth, Beat Saber, No Man's Sky, and Trover Saves the Universe. And
I would say Beat Saber, but like I said, I don't have an official pick.
Congratulations to Beat Games.
Yep.
For the award for Best Performance, awarded to an individual.
Oh, here we go.
Voiceover acting, motion, and/or performance capture. The nominees are Ashley Birch for The Outer Worlds, Courtney Hope for Control, Laura Bailey for Gears 5, Mads Mikkelsen for Death Stranding, Matthew Peretta for Control, and Norman Reedus for Death Stranding.
All right, in this one, I guess it's Matthew Peretta and Mads Mikkelsen were my picks. I think either one of them have a good chance for it because I think Mads' performance in Death Stranding was phenomenal. And same with Peretta. His portrayal of Charles Darling, I thought was very good in Control. I still have a massive issue with this category. Ashley Birch has won me over. She plays Parvati. Initially, I thought she was one of those. It was a good performance, but the more and more I play The Outer Worlds, the more and more I really come to love Parvati. And I think Ashley Birch is a big part of that. I really like Ashley Birch's kind of like catalog of work. So you know what? I'll say she deserves this one. But Courtney Hope, Laura Bailey, and I'm gonna be honest, Norman Reedus. I think all three of them put up solid performances. Courtney Hope as Jessie, the main character from Control. Laura Bailey was Kate in Gears 5, and Norman Reedus was Sam Porter in Death Stranding. And I think all of them gave solid performances, but I don't think were the best performances of the game. Although I'd say with Gears 5, the thing was I don't think anyone really gave off a super great performance. I thought everyone was solid. It just wasn't great. Same thing with Control. Courtney Hope, I thought, again, solid performance, but I thought Peretta was the standout of that entire cast. And with Norman Reedus, I actually would have switched him out with Troy Baker. Troy Baker is Higgs in Death Stranding. Every time he shows up, I mean, it's just the character's design, the writing. Troy Baker pulls off an amazing performance. I thought he got screwed for the fact that he wasn't nominated in this category. I'm trying to think of some other people that I think really, like I said, I think Troy Baker should have gotten a nomination. If I'm being entirely honest, I thought the woman who voiced Amicia in Plague Tale, I thought she did a great job in that role. There have been a few really good performances this year, and like I said, this is just such an odd grouping of nominations to me.
And the game
Not saying that they were bad, just
Mads Mikkelsen for Death Stranding. Congratulations, Mads. This year, we also added a fan category over the past few days called Player's Voice. And a lot of you around the world voted tournament style to pick your favorite game. This was 100% in control of the fans. And the winner of the fan vote is Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Really?
All right. Well, throughout the show, you've heard three incredible stories about our global gaming citizens.
Yeah, we've cut those out again. If you want to see all the stuff that I've cut out, be it musical stuff, like I'll probably, when they do the medley for the Game of the Year nominations and everything, I'm gonna, like I said, I have to cut shit out. I'm sorry, it's copyright things, mixed with, again, the human interest stuff. It's just to move this along so we can focus on the awards and the games and everything. No, I find that very interesting that Fire Emblem Three Houses won, because that's another game that I thought was criminally under-nominated. I thought Fire Emblem Three Houses was one of the best games this year. That game was amazing. It was so fun. It was a great RPG. It was a great strategy game. I mean, at least it one strategy game. I'm very glad that Fire Emblem's getting some recognition there for how good it was.
And we're so honored to have them here with us tonight. Please join me in recognizing this year's class of Global Gaming Citizens. Congratulations. Congratulations, guys. Beautiful. A selfie. All right. We're so proud of that program.
so disinterested.
I love telling all these stories of amazing people around the world who I think represent gaming at its best. All right. Up next, we've got music from Green Day. Reggie's in the house to present our Indie Game Award. We've got more world premieres, more Game Awards Orchestra, and the big award, Game of the Year, presented by some special guests. Now, the popular action MMORPG Black Desert has only been available for PC and console, but now Black Desert Mobile is available on iOS and Android. You can download it tonight and get a true MMORPG at your fingertips. Check it out.
Am I still the only one trying to figure out why Green Day is doing a performance at the Game Awards? Again, nothing against Green Day. I said this all the way through, I think both videos. Hell, I think all 3 videos I've done. I love pop punk. Green Day is one of my favorites. You know, I love Blink-182 as well. A lot of other groups. I just don't get Green Day. I just don't think it has been relevant in a long ass time. It's weird to me. Like I said, not going to complain about it. It's odd. I'll keep running this ad. I don't really have much to say about it. Music's cool, though. I don't know. I mean, kind of like with what I was asking about Warframe. Anybody out there play Black Desert? Any good?
We are excited to welcome WD Black to the Game Awards as the official storage sponsor. All of tonight's world premieres have been safely stored on WD Black, and you can get command performance with SSD speed. Check out WDBlack.com for a chance to win a decked-out gaming rig and WD Black products. All right, now I'm very excited to introduce our next performance. One of my passions outside of gaming is live music. Whenever I go to a show, I'm always thinking about who would be perfect here for the Game Awards. And this band has been on my list since the beginning. They've won 5 Grammys. They're members of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They've sold over 85 million albums.
I'm the only one who thinks that 5 Grammys for...
As you're about to find out. Get on your feet. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Green Day.
For how big Green Day is anyone kind of surprised only 5 Grammys? And whatever, like I said, I gotta cut this out. I'm sorry to any fans of the band, but I gotta do it. Wish they could play a few more songs, but whatever. This isn't a Green Day concert.
How about that? Green Day, everybody. The worlds of virtual reality and rock just collided like never before. Beat Saber and Green Day, the collab we've always wanted, and you don't have to wait long. The music pack drops tonight on all platforms. Soon to be able to play 6 of the band's iconic hits and brand new singles from the album Father of All, which is out on February 7th. Thank you so much to Green Day for playing the Game Awards. We have a lot of shows still coming up. Of course, we've got the award for Best Game Direction. We've got Game of the Year. And yes, we've still got some announcements and surprises for you guys at gaming's biggest night. It just gets bigger and bigger, running all around the world. And we've got another world premiere for you to check out right now. Enjoy.
It is an eternal island of legend, a place of unimaginable beauty, and a growing evil, where the forces of death and life are in constant conflict. For centuries, many have come in search of its power.
Oh, please be. No. No, 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 it can't be what I'm hoping.
Corruption.
No, it's not. No, never mind. Sorry, I saw like the Centurions, and I was thinking, oh my God, please tell me this is a Rise Son of Rome sequel. I got excited for a second. But then I remembered, no wait, no, Rise didn't have any like supernatural elements. Still hoping for that sequel though. Never come, but still.
And now, you have come to this place, lured by the promise of power and immortality. The darkness will claim you.
Cool. Interesting.
That's New World, and I was just down in Irvine at the studio visiting the devs a couple months ago. Had a great time playing it. It looks really cool, and you can get more info at newworld.com. All right, well, now please welcome to the stage a good friend of the Game Awards. He's been here every year since the first show with a perfect attendance record. Of course, he's the former president of Nintendo of America, a friend to all of us. You can follow him at Twitter, at Reggie. Give it up for Reggie Fils-Aimé.
Sorry, before Reggie comes on to talk, just because we didn't really get a lot of stuff here. Sadly, here's basically just from a simple Google search. New World is an upcoming massively multiplayer online role-playing game by Amazon Game Studio, set to release in May 2020. Set in the mid-1600s, player colonize a fictional island modeled after British America in the Atlantic Ocean. Player scavenge, blah, 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 blah. So, sadly, MMO. Sorry, I had to get a little bit more than just that trailer. I had the feeling it was an MMO, but like I said, I had to make sure.
Fils-Aimé is in the house. Thank you for that warm welcome. It was just over 16 years ago that I joined this industry as an executive. But truth be told, I've been around as a fan and as a player for so much longer. Like you, I've witnessed the growth of our favorite form of entertainment, and now video games are bigger than the movie industry, bigger than music, bigger than television. But most importantly, video games continue to innovate, not only as entertainment, but also into areas far more profound. Experiences with their foundation in video game technology are being used to help surgeons practice before a difficult procedure, and to enable college students to simulate business situations and develop real-world skills. I may no longer be an executive in this industry, but I'll always be an ambassador for video games as a force for good and a force for fun. In this category, Fresh Indie Game, you can see how games are continuing to evolve as entertainment. I think this is the most important award of the night because I believe indie developers are the most important creators in this industry. Why? Because every nominee this year and every year at one time was an indie developer. In the same sense that everyone was once a kid sketching a superhero in the middle of class, or lying in bed at night thinking of worlds and challenges that no one had ever dreamed of before. For my friend Shigeru Miyamoto, those ideas began around the woods near his house in Kyoto. And for my dear departed friend, Satoru Iwata, those ideas led him to invent his first video game on a portable calculator while he was still in high school. They both became fixtures.
Look at that camera that's just like right on Kojima.
But first, they were dreamers. And they began with their imagination. So like everyone else, at the start, they were true indie developers. Any awards event is, by definition, a look backwards. Who's done something great in the preceding year? But in this category, you can look forward. If you want to see the incubator where future game greatness is evolving, it resides right here in this indie category, recognizing brand new independent studios who released their first game this year. Let's take a look.
For this category, I have House, developer of, oh, come on, Brian. I have House, developer of the Untitled Goose Game.
All right. And the game award goes to Disco Elysium.
Disco Elysium also wins Best Independent Game. Tonight,
All right.
they're taking home a total of 4 Game Awards.
Yeah, respect to Disco Elysium. That's sadly 2 more categories that I didn't get correct because I also had the Untitled Goose Game for Best Indie Game. But no, after reading up on Disco Elysium, I'm way more. I'm getting more and more interested in this title. I've been told by a friend of the channel, Brian Gade. He told me that the game is getting ported over to console sometime early 2020. I believe that's what he told me. So definitely, I'll probably be picking that up. We'll probably be doing a series for that because the game looks really cool. I will say, or the concept at least, really interests me.
So, we'd like to thank all the great people that came before us. Ilya
Repin, Vladimir Mayakovsky, Viktor Tsoi,
and Marx and Engels for providing us the political education. Thank you.
He's like they said, they've won 4 awards tonight. I think they've won Best RPG. Was it Indie, Fresh Indie, Best RPG, and there's one other that I can't remember.
Looking back my whole life, back to my family, my friends.
My son. They say you can't change a person, but a person can change. With time.
Oh, his Best Narrative. There we go.
Change a mind, change a heart. Yeah, that might be good enough for you. But I can change anything.
Interesting.
All right, surprise, there's a second League of Legends announcement tonight. I'm joined by the creative director of Double Stallion Games, Lee Thomas. Lee, why don't you tell us a bit about what we just saw?
Sure. Well, that was quite an experience. So yeah, we're here. It's been an amazing time keeping this secret, but we are working with Riot Forge, making Convergence, a League of Legends story. So what is it? It's a single-player action platformer where you play Echo. Echo is a young inventor who has created a device that can manipulate time. And we're going to send you down into Zorn, into the depths of the sump, and we're going to deliver a rich story experience about the perils and consequences of messing with time. Because even if you mess with it a little bit, you can kind of mess things up.
Huge consequences.
Thank you, every time-traveling movie ever.
Fantastic. Thanks very much, Lee. Great to have you here. Great announcement. All right, in just a moment, 5 of the nominees for Game of the Year are going to go head-to-head in the Best Game Direction category. We'll see who wins that one, and we've still got some surprises left. The Game Awards will be right back.
Oh, God.
Don't don't know what to put on your wish list this holiday?
I already put in one of these.
Games to ask for.
Okay, I accidentally skipped a little too far forward after that last ad, and the next premiere, I forgive me if I start crying.
Thank you, Golden Boy. And now it's time for a world premiere, a re-announcement that I think you'll be excited about.
There was a time when you were heartless, brutal, a monster. And I'm proud of you for changing all that, but I'm here to ask you to be those things once more. For them. For me. Can I count on you? Bigby, can I count on you?
Always.
Oh my god, I'm serious. I'm actually tearing up a little bit right now. Oh my god, I know it just seems like such a weird thing to get emotional over. Oh my god, I'm so happy that game's not dead. I fucking loved The Wolf Among Us. That is my favorite Telltale game. I absolutely loved it. I am so glad. That was my biggest thing when Telltale shut down, was that we were losing The Wolf Among Us, and I'm so happy, man. I'm sorry. I usually don't get like this, but oh my god.
An accomplished voice actor. Please welcome Ashley Burch.
She won an Emmy?
Hello, everyone.
I didn't know that.
The best games start with a single person asking a single question. What if? And when that question excites other people, and they start asking what if, it's a snowball of creativity and passion that pushes games to be the best they can possibly be. These are the nominees for the best game direction.
All right, we're down to 3 categories that I have a pick in, and that is direction, action adventure, and game of the year. I have a feeling whatever wins this category is going to win the other 2, because I've got Death Stranding in this one. I've got a feeling that it's going to be Death Stranding versus Control for action adventure, and then whichever one wins action adventure is also going to win game of the year. And again, like I said, I got Death Stranding for all these categories.
Okay, and the winner for best game direction goes to Death Stranding.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you so much. 4年前に独立してゼロからのリスタートだったんですけど、またここに戻ってこれて非常に嬉しいです。
It was a start from zero 4 years ago, but I'm very happy to come back to this stage tonight.
で最初から、一緒の船に乗ってくれたソニーさん、それからエンジンを提供してくれたゲリラさん、それから一緒の船に、小さな船でしたけど一緒に覚悟を決めて乗ってくれたキャストの皆さん、それからアーティストの皆さん、コンポーザーの皆さん、そして、一緒に船を漕いでくれた、スタッフ、コジプロのスタッフの皆さんと、サポートしてくれた家族、それから何よりも、この4年間、応援してくれたファンの皆さんに感謝したいと思います。ありがとうございます。
I really want to thank a lot of people started the ship going. Sony started out with us, and also Guerrilla for providing the game engine. And also, it was a small boat, but all the cast came on board. The musicians, the artists, the people who collaborated, thank you so much. And also, the small boat was all the staff came to work.
One guy cheering in the background.
Thank them. And also, my family. And best of all, the fans who waited 4 years. Thank you so much.
You did a hell of a job. That game is absolutely astounding.
Congratulations, Tadeo. We've got one more award to present, Game of the Year, and we've got some very special surprise guests here to do the honors. Over on Twitter, you guys voted for the Gaming Tweet of the Year. We've got the winning tweet. Check it out, and we'll be right back with Game of the Year.
All right, like I said, if you're interested in this, you can find it in the video playback. That's linked in the description. Like I said, we're gonna cut out the musical medley, but like I said, we're gonna cut out the musical medley. I don't think that would get me a copyright, but I get copyrighted on some weird stuff a lot. So again, it's just trying to keep everything from just getting the video blocked or anything like that. I'm not surprised that they won game direction, or that Death Stranding won game direction. It's like I said, with only one more award to present, being Game of the Year. It's like I said, it's whoever wins action adventure is going to win Game of the Year, and especially if they're not going to present it, that's pretty obvious of which category is going to be which category the winner's going to come out of. And I think of the nominees, I'm trying to think of all the nominees, what all got nominated in action adventure as well. I think it's that brings it down to Death Stranding, Control, Sekiro, and I believe Resident Evil 2. Nothing against Sekiro or Resident Evil, but I think it's going to come down to Control or Death Stranding, and I think Death Stranding's the clear pick between that and Control, because I think Control, again, I don't want to say the game was crap. I don't think it was. I think a lot of people have been. I don't know. I think the game was overhyped. Whatever. My opinion. Take it or leave it.
Now, she's an actress and producer. Please welcome Michelle Rodriguez.
How y'all doing today? I'm happy to be here. There's one last game announcement to share with you tonight, and I'm really excited about it. Allow me to present the world premiere of our latest expansion to the Fast and Furious saga.
I'm going to split. It's the only way to keep you both safe.
I think I know someone who can help.
Hustle never stops, I got no brakes.
You ready to ride?
I'm in a high speed chase, and can none of y'all catch me. I'm faster than anybody that's running against me. I'ma get what I deserve, and I'm coming fast.
Alright, okay. I got excited for a second thinking it would be like early Fast and Furious. You know, where it was more street racing, Need for Speed kind of stuff. But no, now I've got zero interest.
We're gonna jump onto a moving train? I got you! Jump! Oh, you gotta be kidding me!
When in doubt, do what I do.
I've seen what you do. That's why I'm kind of terrified.
And I don't need a finish line, I'm in my own lane.
Do you want to stay amateurs? Or take this to the next level?
Eh. Yeah, again, nah.
I'm excited for that one. Can you believe it's been like 18 years, man? From a little article in a newspaper to a movie to a video game. It's pretty cool. I'd like to now introduce a surprise guest and also one of my friends for life, Vin Diesel.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Wait a minute. Do not tempt me. Michelle, we are in our crowd.
I know.
I love how he has to bend down to talk into that thing.
We have been gamers forever, and we are at an award show of our people.
Literally.
All right, let's move this along. Let's get the game of the year. God damn it!
Literally spend all night playing like Tekken Fighter games or Street Fighter.
Yeah, this is it's amazing to see that trailer finally. Yeah. I got to tell you a secret too. I didn't tell you before. Yesterday I saw the 4-minute trailer to Fast 9.
I thought by now we were like Fast and the Furious, like 85 or something. I don't know.
I love all of you. Okay, so.
Look, I get it. They're popular. They're going to keep making them. I get it. It's...
For Game of the Year, once again, the Game Awards Orchestra.
Again, copyright reasons, I'm cutting this out. Yeah, to anyone who wants to say, you know, oh, you're not going to get dinged for orchestral or something like that. I've actually gotten these dinged in the past for Game Awards Orchestra and stuff. So.
And they keep telling me don't lean down. As my daughter would say, Dad, take over your fear. And the Game of the Year award goes to Sekiro.
Really? Holy shit!
Tonight, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice also wins Best Action Adventure Game.
Really? I'm honestly speechless. Wow.
Thank you so much. ありがとうございます。すごく驚いてますし、感激してます。
He's very moved.
赤炉、我々としてはですね、新しい挑戦とか、尖った部分を含んだタイトルだったので、作ってる間すごく不安だったんですけれども、こう素晴らしい賞をいただけて、すごく驚いてますし、すごく今興奮してます。
So, Sekiro has a lot of difficult and complex elements that made us a little unsure when it was about to come out, and we were both surprised and overjoyed at the reaction that we saw.
一緒に苦労してくれたフロムソフトのスタッフ、そして素晴らしいサポートをしてくれたアクティビジョンの皆さんと共にですね、喜びを分かち合いたいと思います。
So I'd like to share the joy of receiving this award with the staff at From Software, who pulled out all the stops to make it happen, as well as the team at Activision for their ongoing support throughout.
And 最後にプレイしてくれた多くのユーザーさんに本当に大きな感謝を伝えたいです。皆さんのおかげで我々ゲーム作れてます。また面白いゲーム作るつもりなので、ぜひ期待してください。
And finally, I'd like to give out a huge thank you to our players. We couldn't have done it without you, and it was a huge honor to make. So we will continue to try and make the best games we possibly can.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I mean, all I can say is, I mean, congratulations to the team at From and everyone who worked on that game. I mean, Sekiro was great. I honestly, though, again, I did not see that coming.
Sekiro. All right, guys, well, that's going to do it for the Game Awards 2019. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you again next December to keep celebrating games. Have a great night. Thank you very much. Good night, everybody.
All right. Well, as a whole, I gotta say, I really liked the awards this year. Not saying that the ones in the past have been bad. I thought that we got some really cool announcements. I thought we saw some cool stuff. It was an enjoyable show all the way through. I think my final score was 5.5 out of 17 total predictions. Yeah, I mean, 17 predictions. Yeah, again, like I said, I always say I give myself a half point if I say, you know, it's going to be this or this in this category. I give myself a half point in that category instead of a full point if I only make one prediction. So out of 17 categories, I got 5.5 points. You'd be surprised. It's actually better than my usual average. I sometimes have some odd tastes, so sometimes I think games are great and other people think it's crap, but yeah, again, I think the biggest surprise I had was Game of the Year going to Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Just with how much people have been, a lot of the journalists and a lot of people have been a lot of outlets have really been falling over Control. Well, again, I personally think the game's good. I just didn't think it was anything outstanding. I'm actually surprised. Like I said, I'm a little surprised that that it didn't either go to Control or Death Stranding. It was kind of one of those dark horses out there. But big congrats to that company. And yeah, that's about all I got for you guys. Tell me what you thought about any of the announcements, any of your predictions that were right, wrong, whatever. Like, comment, you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. Seriously, that stuff not only means a lot to me, it helps me know what series are popular, what stuff to like really hit, you know, kind of like it helps me plan my schedule and stuff, because I've got a lot of stuff on the back burner. So it kind of helps me know which stuff is kind of popular right now that people are really wanting to see. So I can really start working on that stuff. So it not only helps me work, it really helps me with any analytics or algorithms or anything on YouTube. That's a big help. And on the BitChute side of things, it just lets me, like I said, just know what's popular and how to kind of plan my schedule. I have a part-time job, but I work almost full-time hours, so it really does help me. Like I said, when I'm planning out what stuff to really, what series to really hammer through, and which ones I can kind of lay off a little bit and get to them when I have more time. So there's all of that. I'm trying to think here. Social media platforms are all linked down in the description below on YouTube on the About section of the BitChute channel. The BitChute link is also over on the YouTube channel in the description if you're interested. I'm kind of stumbling through here because I feel like there's something else I wanted to say, but no, I think we're good. So I want to say, as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. My name's AJ Kells, the Seventh Eye Gaming Channel. For the last time, Game Awards 2019. I'm out.